pulse of the VI. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.
We're here. It's Saturday, 3 p.m., 90.9 FM. We're here, Pulse VI. BVI Chick in the house, and we have Trav P sitting in.
Trav P in the building.
What's up, Trav?
Same old. Walk home. Walk like Rihanna.
Oh, wow. Vinta and Swain off doing their thing. So, we wish them well, but we're in the house, so we're going to talk about what's going on. What's been up with you? Other than walk home. Come on, you have to have something going on. Or what's been happening?
Something I wanted to ask you? I found this shit. I find like we living in this culture, right? Mm-hmm. Where it's like, it's Monday morning, and people like, man, when is Friday coming?
Oh, God.
When is Friday? Friday.
I'm
like, dude, it's Monday. So you didn't even get to walk yet. You already talking about Friday. Like, why do you think that is? And why do you think it's so important to find your passion? That's what I was looking for. I think these people lack passion. They're not passionate about what they do.
I'm passionate, but I'm still one searching for Friday. I'm sorry. I think it's just that, like you said, a lot of people are out there just going with the status quo. They follow the process. They get up, they get dressed, they go to work, they come home. You know what I'm saying? So the passion isn't there. They're probably not doing something that they enjoy. I mean, I enjoy my job, but that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy being home either, because I could think of so many things I could do at home. You know what I mean? I mean, the 8 hours you spend at work is like the most important hours of the day.
Yeah.
That's when your energy is high.
You know
what I'm saying? Your thinking is there. So it's like when you miss that, it takes away from your day. So I think people just, want to get on with what they want to be doing.
That's true.
Yeah, but, I'm one that definitely from Monday morning, I'm like, oh my God, it's only Monday.
It's only
Monday. And then I'm looking like, oh my God, it's only 9 o'clock. I've only been here an hour. But, it doesn't mean that you don't love your job or don't want to be there. I think it's just that there's so much more you want to do with that time.
I just think people just have to find, like they say, make time for what you want. But then again, with the job and everything, you spend 8 hours. By the time you reach home, it's already 6. By the time you reach home, it's like 7 o'clock. Just time to just unwind, and then tomorrow it's like the same thing again. Until Friday, and then Friday, everybody by Tropics. Shout out to Tropics.
Okay, well,
going to their meetings or going home.
And for me, I go straight to the gym after work.
Oh, yeah?
So by the time I get home, it's like 8 o'clock.
Which gym do you go to?
I go to Save the Seed.
Save the Seed.
Yeah.
Shout out to Save the Seed too. That was my home away from home for
a while, Yeah.
And we went there
it.
once after the hurricane. That was like last month before me and Regina, and we went.
Come on down and join me. I go at 5 o'clock every afternoon. Yeah, and stay there for about an hour and a half to an hour 45 minutes.
Would you say it's filled?
It varies. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
It really fluctuates. Some days it's like, oh my God, you can't find no space in there. You can't find a machine.
That's my problem.
And then other days, but definitely Friday. I love Friday because the gym is like your own.
It's your own.
Everyone is either at happy hour or doing whatever they do, getting ready for the weekend or on travel or whatever. So it's like you go in there and it's your own. I love Fridays.
Friday. Okay, so let me make a mental note.
Yeah, so this week we have coming up the going home service for Honorable Dolores Christopher.
Yes.
I think she'll be lying.
Family.
Yeah, definitely. And she'll be lying in state on Friday. And then Friday night, they have a cultural explosion at HLSCC in her honor because, she was a cultural icon. So they'll have a cultural explosion up there at HLSCC. And then Saturday is the funeral service over at Seacoast Bay Methodist Church. So it's going to be a bit slumber mood coming on to the end of the weekend for the territory.
I think I'm excited to see about the cultural explosion. I think I'll take a pass. So they say HLSCC?
HLSCC.
You know what time?
I didn't pay
Probably
attention
like
to the
6, 7.
time, but probably, straight after work, because I know persons have said they're going to go straight after work. So, yeah. And, this week, actually last week, Ethiopia got their first female president.
Yes. I read about that.
Let me tell you something. Women rocks and rule the world, okay?
I was actually telling a friend of mine that she's going to be the first female premier to BVI. She's like,
you know what? I think we need more women in government. I think we're
so
more
too.
level-headed. You know what I'm saying? We're more rational thinking. We're more thoughtful in our planning process. So I definitely think that, you know, more women in government is, hey, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
And I would like
Dave
to see more in the
Chappelle.
I would like to see more in the BBI, because I think Honorable Dolores Christopher was only like the third woman elected. When she was first elected, she was the third, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before her we had Miss Smith, and then we had I can't remember her name, the icon for. Her name is on the tip of my tongue, but yeah, she was the third. And I think this is time for women to take over. So we need more women. Not Claudia, though. For all those listening, not Claudia. Don't come knocking on my door, because I've had it. I'll champion from another angle, but definitely not politics. Definitely.
Dave Chappelle made a joke about that. He said if women go in politics, they would have a bunch of countries just not talking to each other. There wouldn't be any wars. They would just not talk to each other. I was like,
no, listen, we solve world hunger. I mean, we could figure out how to get people talking. Definitely.
Yes.
But let me tell you one of my pet peeves that I had this week. In dealing with the Virgin Islands. And when I say the Virgin Islands, I'm talking about US and British. You know, one of the things that we say is peas and rice.
Peas and rice.
So I've experienced a lot of local menus this week saying rice and peas. I'm sorry, no disrespect to the rice and peas, but in the Virgin Islands, it's peas and rice.
Peas and rice.
When I go to another country and I see rice and peas, I respect that's your culture. And it's rice and peas, is all good. And, you know, I was saying that to someone and they're like, it doesn't make a difference. Well, to me, it makes a difference because it means we're killing our culture. We can't constantly kill our culture and then say we don't have any culture.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? We have to retain something about what makes the Virgin Islands the Virgin Islands. And one of the things is that on the menu it says peas and rice. And that's important to me. So, I mean, you have any take on that? How do you
Claudia,
feel?
the problem is the BB Islanders have a lot of expats working for them, and they write the menus.
Okay, well, again...
So they're writing the menu in their tongue, not our tongue.
Yeah. I'm not buying that.
No,
The
look
U.S.
around.
Virgin Islands has a very large melting pot of expats, and every menu I go to there say peas and rice because that's their culture.
Because in the USVI, you have managers who manage.
Okay, managers, can you all start managing and
business
making
owners
sure
who-
that y'all don't kill the BBI culture?
Yeah.
Because it's important to me.
Because a lot of the local business owners only show up to collect money. But the expats is who do the day-to-day.
Okay. Well, and again, no disrespect to expats. They're all infused in our day-to-day lives. They're part of our families. No disrespect. It's just that, to me, part of keeping your culture alive is keeping the things that have made you where you are. You know what I'm saying? The things that we have grown up with. And those are things that I want to pass on to my son, to my grandkids when they come. So, I mean, it's important.
Shout out to Dan. I think you're just trying to throw a little.
No. I'm not ready to be a glammy as yet. No. No. We're not very fertile people, so he could take his time. We don't have too many kids.
You know what happened this week that I found funny? They said that 50 Cent bought 200 tickets for a Ja Rule concert front row so that nobody could go.
Why?
So
What?
that nobody would be front row.
Okay,
I was like, man.
so what's the purpose?
For it to be empty, I guess.
Okay, I like Ja Rule though. I think he has a sweet voice. Yeah, I like his voice.
Yeah, he had his shine. Like, I would say, yeah.
His time is over.
Sam is over.
Well, maybe that's why 50 Cent invested.
Well,
But probably he'll give them out to people. No.
nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's gonna make sure
He
that
just
they're
has
empty.
stupid money, and when you have stupid money, man,
They say he's a bully. He's a bully in hip hop.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that.
okay. Wow.
You wouldn't say so?
What you say, Blake?
Well, one, Ja Rule 50 Cent buy the man seats. So when it come time for your photos and your videos, the man whole front row gonna be empty.
They're gonna be empty.
50 Cent just bored.
Wow.
And anybody who entertain it, he can have fun with. And Ja Rule is just a chump for that.
Well,
I mean, we have some musical icons in the studio today.
In the cut.
We're gonna have them chime in on that when they come up.
yeah, we will.
I see them over there smiling. We're gonna have them chime in on that.
In other news today, St. Vincent Independence.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to all the Vinci posse.
Yeah.
Upcoming, we have Sage himself, Michael Sage Smith himself.
Yes, and I saw him post on his page today. Yes.
Proud Vinci
He's
in the
a proud
building.
Vinci.
Boop, boop.
Yes,
Shout out
I
to all the
visited St. Vincent once.
You there?
Yeah.
Well, that's my neighbor. I'm from Green Hill, so that's like my neighbors right there. So
Oh, okay.
I feel like today is my independence.
It was really nice and green, really, really nice, but boy, they drive fast.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, most sure. Well,
Whew.
yeah.
I mean, I
can't really deal with fast driving.
yeah.
If it's me driving fast, yeah. But
No,
if
I'm not
being
talking
driven,
regular driving fast. I'm talking like flying through the hills fast. Yeah.
I would have tapped them. I said, "Hey, ease on the gas, them.
No,
Please,
so.
ease on the gas."
But it's a pretty place, and I think there was a castle when I visited there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it has
remember
a
that?
lot of culture.
Or we can ask Sage about it when he
Yeah,
comes up.
yeah, really pretty place. So yeah, congratulations on their independence. All for
Shout out
that.
to all the Vinci posse.
Yeah. So what else is happening? What else is going on? You been watching some basketball? Because I know last time you were
yes.
here, you were up on basketball. I know you're a big basketball follower.
Man, what going on basketball right now? All kind of thing going on. They had a fight. They had a fight, I think, the second or the third night or something like that with the Lakers and the Rockets. With something, and somebody pushed somebody, and then they had a hole, and fist started to throw. So
Oh wow.
I was like, wow. But they didn't really give him much games for suspension. I think somebody got like 4, somebody got 2, and somebody got 3, something like that. I was
Oh
like,
wow. Okay.
I was like, well, you know what I mean?
Okay.
These things happen.
Well, you know, sports
competitive
bring
yeah.
a lot of, energy and a lot of, personalities and stuff like that. So it's all a competitive edge.
You have a team this year?
You know what? I don't have a team this year. I always wait until the playoffs.
Until the playoffs. I think Golden State gonna win it all. I mean,
Yeah,
Golden
a lot of
State
people are feeling that way. I think Curry's on fire again.
Curry's
so
on fire. Durant is on
Yeah.
fire. They signed DeMarcus Cousins. He's like one of the best centers. He's coming off an injury, but we will see what happens with the Golden State Warriors.
Okay.
Also, did you hear about the thing with Trump? And they're saying, I think they're tying him
Oh God.
into the
all the attacks.
yes, with all the attacks. Do you believe that though?
I won't put it across him. I'm sorry. I mean, I really won't put it across him. I think yeah.
Yeah.
He has a dark heart.
I mean, the fact
You know
that
what I
Trump
mean?
is,
And
is
he's-
president showed me that anything is possible. I believe that I can
I'm
achieve
with
anything
you.
in the world.
I'm with
from
you.
Once Trump become president.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. I was like, wow, Travis, don't ever understand.
Well, you know what? It tells people that the American dream is possible because you
American
could come
dream is
from being a
possible.
dummy to president. So, hey, the American dream is
The
alive.
overall surprise with the whole bomb incident
Yeah.
is that the guy was a Native American
He is,
Oh.
which I was surprised of too.
and a Trump supporter.
And a Trump supporter.
Native American and a Trump.
Yeah, but listen, that man
what
brings out the
combination?
weirdest things in people. He's a
Trump?
he's a weird character. A very weird character. So, I don't put nothing cross him. I think he has a dark heart. I mean, he may have the 3 6s
Who knows?
because he's just special in a special kind of way. So, I don't know. It's possible that he's involved. He's going to try and distance himself. But you know what? Whatever is going to come out, it's going to come out. He won't be able to hide it.
Nope.
So-
Truth must come to the light eventually.
What I find
Eventually.
surprising is the fact that whenever you have this, these bombers and these shooters in America, once them skin ain't brown, them is
Yeah.
they refuse to call them what they are.
What they are.
Terrorists.
It's a new name.
Terrorists,
It's a new name for them.
But once the man skin brown,
Oh gee.
he is a terrorist.
Yeah, terrorists and terror.
And you know what? That's true. American they're domestic terrorists are only domestic terrorists when they're brown skin. Once they're not brown skin, they find something to put some class
They
to put
give
them in.
them
They have
another- yeah, they
mental
give them another
issues
tone,
or
yeah.
something.
That's another joke Dave Chappelle made too as well. With
Yes.
The, I don't think it was Dave Chappelle. It was somebody else that made that joke that brings black people versus white people.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Yeah, it is.
Well, guys, it's 3:15 in the afternoon. You know what that means. We got to pay some bills. We have BBI Chick and Trav P in the
Trav
house.
P in the
We have
building.
Black Sage Management over there with Mr. Sage
Sage.
Smith and ILL Mindz
ILL
in the
Mindz.
house. So, guys, they'll be coming up shortly. We're going to take a break. Lock in. Call everyone. Tell them we're on. We'll be right back.
Pulse VI.
Sage Smith, Mr. Black Sage Management in person. What's up?
I'm good. Giving thanks to life as usual.
Yes, yes.
I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, you know,
Okay,
to be a
we're,
part of this.
we're glad to have you. Glad to have you. So, for persons listening who doesn't know what Black Sage Management is all about, why don't you tell us what
What's some
what it's
insight?
all about? You know, like when people hear Black Sage Management, what do you want them to envision?
Okay. Well, Black Sage Management is a business slash artist management firm.
Okay.
You know, if you want to say formed within 2007,
Okay.
you know, we started off, well, I started off producing, you know, engineering, had a little studio also
Okay.
called My Art Studios, you know,
Art.
My Art, you
That's a
know,
lot of people on today, you know.
that's balance, you know,
Balance, you know. But,
Harder, you know.
Okay.
so.
And so what invoked this passion in you that, you know, you decided that, hey, this is what I'm going to do?
Well, at first, while I started to produce, I met this artist as well called Capable.
Okay.
And he had a lot of music, a lot of powerful music.
Okay.
You know, he wrote a lot, no beats,
Okay.
no studio to record, nothing, you know. So, you know, I took the opportunity to say, okay, I'm going to push him as well.
Okay.
And along with that, after making beats and everything for him, I ended up actually became started to play the management role, because if we have the music, we have the product, now we need to push it.
Okay.
And if there's no one there to actually guide him along the way, you know,
Okay.
I came along and did that.
Okay.
Well, every artist needs a strong team behind them, I would say.
Yeah,
Must.
definitely, definitely,
Have a strong team
definitely.
behind. So was it just you in the beginning? Like it was just you, like as part of, like as far as the management goes, like if somebody needed to get him for a show, like they would call.
Yeah, definitely.
Call
Yeah.
Sage.
So that's the management role I'm talking about.
Okay.
You know, anytime, you know, somebody might ask him, okay, the artist who you pushing right now, you know, like, yeah, well, contact me, you know.
Okay. Okay, cool. So, like, I mean, you have how many artists under your belt? Like,
Well, after the years, you know, as I told you, I work with a lot of artists when I had the studio. You know, right now, I'm pushing heavy, ILL Mindz heavy, you
Okay.
know,
Nice,
ILL Mindz everywhere, you know. So, and they're here in the studio with us today too. So,
Shout out to ILL Mindz.
ILL
Okay.
Mindz, you know, we got Mr. Devious, dancehall artist as well,
okay.
you know. We have Daikira Maximilian, who is also a poet,
no.
you know.
Okay.
Mexico.
If
So
you,
it's
you could probably
quite
check him out on a couple of those
diversified.
VI Callaloo poets,
Okay.
you know. Yeah.
Okay, so like, what do you listen for? Like, when you're out scouting for your artists, or you know what I'm saying, like you're out at a Callaloo Poet event. What are you listening for? What are you looking for in the type of artist that will be in your portfolio?
Well, to keep it all the way 100, it just so happened that all these artists that I am actually working with, you know, it just, if you want to say a divine link, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, let me put it that way.
Okay.
You know, because I don't actually like say I go out and, you know, I might
You don't
I might
really
see a
say you
artist,
scout.
Right.
I'm scouting, you know.
Okay.
It just happens.
It just happens
kind
like,
of
yeah.
divine order.
Yeah, and,
Okay.
and as well to if you want to say what I would look for in an artist as well, to the message is important right now.
Okay.
That's
You
very
know?
important. That's
Yeah.
a good point you have
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
you know?
Especially with the rise of what they would quote unquote say mumble rap. How do you feel about that mumble rap?
Mumble rap. Okay, well, when it comes to music, I don't really like, you know, I don't really like judge any type of music per
Okay.
se, you know. I like to hear everyone try to express themselves in the truest manner, you know what I mean, of
Okay.
themselves, you know.
Right.
You know, if that's the phase now where hip hop going through where
I ain't really
no,
feeling the
I'm,
phase.
what I'm
I ain't
saying,
really
not like
feeling
not the phase, but it won't be the same, you know what I mean?
Right. It's going to
That boom,
evolve.
that boom bap can't be boom bap all the time.
All the
Right.
time.
It
That's
can't be
true.
trappy all the time. So it have a bit of everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the audience seem to love it as well.
And
I'm
that's
saying-
that's what it's that I think that's the driving force of
Right,
it is
right,
that the response from the audience, right?
And it's like, of course you could hypnotize people, but then like this is masses of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at least appreciating, even if it's the beat. Kind of sometimes they're not really understanding what really
It's being said or
is what
what's-
really
yeah.
being said, you know?
These people
So,
is
It's a
some of
song
the-
of the times. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
You know?
The
So
most
I really
absurd thing on
yeah.
some of these man song. I was listening to a song. I can't remember what I was doing. I was listening to the song. And dude said, "What you saying, song? The old lady wouldn't have gotten shot if she wasn't outside." I was like, "Wait, he really just said that in a song? He really just said the old lady?"
Yeah.
So, Why would you want to say something like that? But I mean, I guess that's just the times we in. I
Little
guess.
man's
Yeah.
story.
What I mean is,
Yeah.
Story.
it's
That's
freedom,
a
it's
story?
freedom as well too for the artist to say,
Freedom
you
is
know.
freedom.
Yeah, and I
I
think
mean,
we're at a time where people will try and say anything because remember it's all about getting that one
Right.
person to.
I call him Pootie Tang. You remember
Yeah.
Pootie Tang, the movie, when he just used to say all kind of weird stuff, and everybody, oh, he's the greatest. That's what rap is.
Well,
Them boys is Pootie Tang. That's
See,
what I call
Pootie
him.
Tang was a parody of a culture
Right.
of that time in the 70s
Boom.
and 80s. It was pure jive and slang
Yeah,
and whatever.
yeah.
This is why Asatru was saying this is a song
Of the
this
time now.
Yeah.
You know how
Correct.
when we were young and people of all ages used to listen to rap in the 90s.
Yeah,
and
that-
nice,
90s
Gary.
rap was
It's a song
hard,
at a
though.
time. You gotta lead the youth man them with them thing.
Yeah, it's a
right.
process, and I think we're gonna continue to evolve, and
Yeah. You know.
in the next couple of years it'll be something else. But we
You're
have
gonna be Trav P. Trav, you're gonna be dominating. You know?
You
Give it
go.
time.
But
give
on
it
that,
time.
on that note, I mean, I start off saying by the message, and that's key right now too.
Right.
You know, if
Message
you're
is
really
very
talking
important.
about artists who I like to walk with too, you know what I mean? I'm not
Right.
saying I want to hear a little bounce here and
Right,
there, you know what I mean?
right.
Because that's life as well, you know. You go in the club, you shake it up if you that's your thing, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But you know, you definitely gotta get
Picture
a
you into
powerful
the club.
message, you know,
Right.
positive message as well too, you know.
right. So
Yeah.
so you yourself, you also performed. Did you go through that phase?
Oh, I mean, perform?
Like,
Yeah.
did you
Like
write
you
raps
rap,
and
rap and
do you make
do-
music and perform on stage live as well?
No,
You weren't
had that
no,
experience?
no,
Okay,
please,
so-
please don't. No, Sage won't be doing any of that anytime soon. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
No, you know, I think having not enough artists
Doing it
to do
for
all
you.
that, you know.
Right, right. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Do you write?
Nah, I might do
No?
some mumble raps. You know? I might send some mumble raps to Trav P. You like that?
I think I have a message. I think
All
I
right.
have a
So for
message
your
behind me.
artists, you know, your whole team and stuff like that, do you have like, do you get music written by persons and they send it in and you like say, okay, it's good for ILL Mindz or I
Okay.
forgot what you said the other
Well,
guy name
right
is.
now-
How does that go? They all write their own
Yeah,
music.
definitely. You know, I think that'll be best as well too.
Okay.
I mean, not saying working with a writer is, you know what I mean, not a bad idea.
Okay.
You know, but
You sure
if
because
the
they call Drake out on it, you know?
No, I mean, I just saying it could be up to the artist if they want really, you know,
Right.
say I like that and it fit what I'm dealing with and so forth, you know. But let we say the camp is fortunate enough to actually
To have
write
the
their own
talent
music.
there.
Right. and
Awesome.
write their
They
own
look
music,
down,
you know.
but they would probably look down on it back into like a 90s era. Like, what if we had to find out like Puffy were writing all the Biggie stuff?
Right,
like,
right.
oh, people would be heartbroken. People would be like,
yeah,
man.
definitely. And Jada Kiss be writing for some of them. you know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
We have one of our listeners, April Glasgow, and thank you, April. She's
Shout
a
out to
strong
April
follower. I'm
Glasgow.
telling you all the love. Bless her. She
Buttered
wanted
leaves.
us to ask you a couple questions. You have quite a few. She said, does the creative industry have a strong support system network? If not, what can we do to change things? And I think she's probably talking about it in the realm of the BVI
Okay.
or the Virgin Islands.
Okay, so that's the first question.
That's the first question.
Okay. Well, artists. I mean, we could definitely have some more unity. You know.
Okay.
To be honest, you know, among everything. You know, even more the let's say the government. I don't really want to call it the government per se, but investors. They will say investors
Okay.
who would love to invest in the music. You know, that would be great for the culture. You know what I mean? In every
Definitely.
genre.
Definitely.
so-
because we have a lot of creative artists in the territory.
Individuals, crazy, you know, crazy, and that is like, yeah, it's crazy. Like even sometimes I have to say like, okay, like I think I could handle only these amount right now. You know, I love to push that other
Right,
person.
right,
you know,
right.
even Trav P, know I'd be hitting him up like, yeah, you know, I like that vibe, baby. You know, so. You know, we definitely need like even investors,
Right.
more facilities. You know, set
More
up little structure.
facilities,
Yeah,
more
definitely.
facilities.
Yeah, and
that's the most expensive thing right now.
Right, and I see a
You know
lot of
what I
people
mean?
trying to
Buildings
do
and
that
stuff.
on their own, but like you just said,
Yeah.
it's an expense.
Definitely, you know.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about investing together, you know what I mean, that sounds great to me too.
I'm all for that. I think with unity you get more,
Definitely.
right?
strength in numbers, Golden
Hey.
State.
More funds in a pot, you know.
Okay, so let's see. She has another question. How do you see the creative industry over the next decade? Like, where do you see us going with where we
Okay.
are from where we are today?
Well, let me say marketing right now. The market is driven by marketing. you know, advertising and everything.
And
so
what we call those social influencers,
yeah,
right?
definitely, you know, social
Influencers.
media, everything, you know.
Yeah,
So
dominating.
yeah, I would say if you're not involved in that right now, that's free marketing, free promotion,
Free marketing,
going
free
forward, you know. And I mean, I don't listen a lot of those YouTube, if you want to say social influencers as they call them, you know, and they're talking a lot about this marketing, social
Yeah.
media marketing,
Yeah.
Google
It's
AdSense,
powerful, you
everything,
know?
So,
Very.
It's very powerful,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the term is so perfect. It influences
Yeah,
the
man.
money people.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Because
Definitely.
if you keep popping up, you can be like,
Yeah.
every time I turn on my computer, I seen Black Sage and Zim. Let me click on this here. Black Sage and Zim,
Yeah.
they sound good.
Yeah.
I am going to invest some money into them. That's how it
Definitely.
comes. So you
And
just
it's
gotta
us
keep
sharing
pushing.
each other's vision and you know, pushing each other and supporting each other.
Definitely.
And when, you know, we have concerts with the local artists, the people come out in droves and they don't stand in the back in the dark. They come to the front, give the artists that energy to, you know, come out and perform and do their best.
Definitely. And even like platforms like this, you know, Pulse VI, I was
VI.
looking forward to coming in here as well too. You know, because yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
we need
we-
more like this as well too, you know. So
Definitely,
I
I
wanna say
mean-
kudos to the whole team, you know. Blake, Trav P,
Thank you.
you know.
Swing show, Binta
Yeah,
J.
Bin-
Binta, yeah, whole
And
team.
Wolfpack.
Yeah,
Definitely.
BVI chick.
We're trying.
Definitely.
We're trying. So, you know, you all talk about your performing artists under your portfolio, but what else do you have under your portfolio for those that don't know?
Okay, well, as I mentioned before, Black Sage Management is an artist and business management firm.
Right.
So that was the artist aspect. Pertaining to the business now, well, you may know I manage my wife's clothing as well. You know,
what's
Men and
the
I
line?
Designs.
Oh,
Men
yeah.
and I
Men and I
Designs.
Design,
Okay.
shout out to
Yeah,
Men and I
inspired by the
Designs.
Ethiopian Empress, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Men and I.
We had the pleasure of having her join us a couple months ago, and it was, let me
Definitely.
tell you, the response was overwhelming.
Nice.
And, you know, her work speaks for itself, and just
does.
her drive.
Definitely.
And you know how she got started, that in itself, you know, I'm telling you, kudos to that. So,
Yeah, and that's
I
a big
see you've
part
been
of it
pushing
too.
it really hard.
Well, I got to, you know.
You have to
I
support,
got to, you know.
support. You just keep going, strengthen
That's what I like.
numbers.
Yeah, that's what the
Strengthen
fam too.
numbers.
Okay.
That's what the fam.
Wow.
Can I ask a question? What would you say?
We're just about up for this segment, but hold on to your question. Remember
will do.
it. So when
I
we
will.
come back, we're gonna have some of your artists join us.
Sure,
Tell us
definitely.
who's gonna join us.
ILL Mindz and Mr. Devious. We
Okay.
have two.
Okay,
artists in
so
the
we'll be
building.
back. You're here with BVI Chick
And
and
Trav P.
Trav P.
Trav
This
P in
is
the
Pulse
building.
VI 90.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Black.
Pulse VI.
And we're back. It's half past the hour in the Virgin Islands. And we're rocking it with Black Sage Management,
And
Mr.
ILL
Say
Mindz.
Smith. And we have ILL Mindz joining us. ILL
Keys and
Mindz.
Soul.
Tell us who are the mastermind behind ILL Mindz. We hear ILL Mindz, but which one is ill and which one is Mindz, or is it a joint effort? Tell us about it.
Joint effort.
Okay.
None above, none under.
Ivy. So tell me, what's your name?
Soul.
Soul? All right. And?
Keen.
Okay.
Sold and keen.
So tell us about ILL Mindz. Like, I know you guys have been all over because I've seen you guys quite a few places. I've seen all your videos.
They get busy, they get
I
busy.
mean, you guys been blowing up on Facebook with all, you know, your videos and all that stuff. Tell the audience basically like what your music is all about. Like, what's your drive? You know, what pushes you?
Well, our music is really all about life. And I would say that extends to the drive also.
Okay.
You know, experiences, inspirations.
Right.
You understand?
Okay. Okay. You agree?
Yeah.
You look like you're quiet over here.
Good now, we good.
We good?
Sage, I had a question before we went to break. What would you say has been the most challenging part so far of Black Sage Management?
Okay, well, the most challenging part, I may say, really is growing the audience.
Growing
You know, which is key part in the whole. Let's say that one of the key objectives right now.
Yeah.
Finding your audience, finding your
Not
song.
finding the audience, really. I mean, the audience gonna find us as well. 'cause
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Once
We
you put out
gravitate.
good stuff,
music,
Yeah, they're
it's gonna be audience
They're
gonna
gonna
find
pop-
us.
they're
people
you know?
gonna come.
Yeah,
People gonna
definitely.
come.
So it's just really building the audience, and let's say more listeners, you know, because
Yeah.
if you get them to hear the music, of course they'll love it, you know.
Right, right.
So, yeah, that's, if you want to see, that's kind of the challenge.
The
but-
challenge.
which we accept, you know, because it may go take some time. You know,
Well, once you
It's
get
a-
challenged, that
Yeah.
drives you more, right?
Drives
and
you
and,
more,
and,
drives
and
you
as I
more.
was saying before, even with the avenue of social media and so forth, there's no limit, you know.
Right.
You know, someone in any side of the world could pull up ILL Mindz right now, pull up Mr. Devious, Black Sage Management, Man and I Designs, anything right now.
Right
Right,
now.
yeah.
So
Any-
it's
just
just
right on
really
your phone.
reaching to them right now. So,
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in terms of getting your artists, we talk about the power of social media, but getting them to perform on big ticket shows outside of the territory, have you found that to be difficult, or, you know, how do you feel about that? Or, you know, tell us about any
Okay.
experience you may have with that.
Okay, well, to keep it all the way 100 since we're on Pulse too, is like, I'm now embracing it. You know, I'm calling it walking in my light right now.
Okay.
Where I never used to, like, not to say don't reach out,
Yeah.
but, you know, not that as sociable, you know? So,
Yeah.
so I'm getting, you know, so I don't want to see it as a challenge because I have a part to play as well.
Right.
Where I need to be at events, I need to be socializing, if you want to say that.
Yeah,
not just for that, but to actually see the
Networking.
vibe. Yeah,
No,
networking.
I'm with you. I'm
Yeah.
still learning that too.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
definitely. And also, of course, the other side is you definitely need to reach out to the local artists and
Yeah.
yeah, man. So,
Yeah. Are
so
there
there's
any?
two sides to it as well.
Yeah, outside of your own portfolio, are there any collaborations that you would like to do with any other artist that's not part of your own dynamic? Or do you have any, do the guys have any collaborations?
They here now, they could definitely tell you if they, you know. but-
anything in the works?
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's the next move? What's the next project? That's what we want to know.
Well, we reached out to a couple artists. We have some collabs coming.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So we must keep our ears locked.
it's locked. Yeah.
Okay. Soon
A surprise for you.
Yeah.
we have surprises. Okay. Cool. What's next for you guys? What's, you know, like, what do you have in the pipeline right now?
Like, what's the future?
Any
What-
new
what-
music? Any, you know,
What
new
we could see-
videos?
What we could
Definitely
expect.
new music.
Definitely.
We constantly working right now.
Constantly working.
Just going hard right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're expecting new music to drop soon.
Soon, yes.
Yeah. Can we get a sample of anything that you're working on?
Surprise for you guys.
Surprise. Yeah, they ain't trying to let no one know the bag. Right?
Well, can
That's
you
important, you know.
give us something
Listen.
that you've done, like, you know, one of your big songs that's made it, you know, maybe someone listening haven't heard anything. So just give us drop us a line, a beat, a word, something. No, you guys ain't shy. Maybe Mr.
Nah,
Devious will.
No shine. It's just a
shyness,
surprise
man.
for you
Just,
guys.
Yeah, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. You can't let
Guys,
them know the
guys,
bag.
they insist that they're
can't
gonna
let them
surprise
know
us.
the
So that
bag.
means that you guys will have to come back then. Is that what that means?
That's problem.
That's no problem.
Okay, because, you know, we like to have it first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it first.
Okay.
Before sprint comes to you, direct.
Okay, that's
Something-
good.
A question I have for everybody. Well, me and BVI Chick, we were talking earlier about finding your passion because we living in a culture where I was saying Monday morning, everybody, where's Friday?
Yeah.
Where's Friday? Friday is 4 days away. So, how important would you guys say it is to find your passion and be passionate about what you're doing?
Right.
Well, passion. It really hard in the BVI to find that because it's like it's a place where could be depressing,
Wow.
especially for youths. You understand? Because there's really no entertainment. All we have is probably a bar or a beach. No other like ways of entertain. Like everything is just on a hold back. Yeah.
You feel stifled sometimes.
Yeah.
Feels like
Well,
for some time.
well, I hope that the powers that be is listening to this, because I think you just hit the nail hard into the casket, right?
That's ILL Mindz.
That, I mean, bring it real.
Yeah,
we like it
that's what-
real, but
that's what we about.
but that's
Keep it 100.
that's something that we have to figure out how to develop, because the children are the future,
the children of the
and
future.
we have to have something for them to put all their energy
Yeah.
You know,
I think more
all the
career
things that's
exposed would
going
be
on
good.
within them, we have to expose them to it. So do you think that's something that we need to address from within the educational system? How do you think would be the best way for us to address that?
Most definitely from the educational system, because
Okay.
everything starts from the youths.
Okay.
Everything's out from. I think they should have more career expose.
Okay.
Expose kids to more avenues out there. I mean,
okay.
besides music, I mean, I do IT work. I wouldn't mind taking some of my time on a Saturday to go and show some youths how to disassemble a PC, or Sage might have something he might want to show some youths too. It's all about time and people coming in and being willing to
Right.
show the youth
But
something.
ain't everybody like could do it the educational way either, because they have people who are hands-on. You check?
Yeah.
So we have to watch for that also.
Trades, learning
So,
trades.
so basically, maybe we need to come up with some kind of exposition that allow the kids to come out and try different things.
Try different things.
Right?
yes.
Because, of course, like you said, everyone is not going to get it in the academia portion, but that doesn't mean that they can't excel
Exactly.
and can't
That doesn't mean that
exceed
they
and
can't
do it
excel.
well. So, definitely. I mean, and that get me thinking on things that we could do as Pulse VI to bring about something like this, because it's partnership like with guys like you and all our past guests and future guests. It's bringing that partnership together, because I think one of the things that we thrive with our platform is to bring the creatives to the forefront of the community, so that persons, especially young persons, could see what people like you guys are doing and what's possible for them. So I mean, I'm here thinking on
Yeah,
our
definitely.
light bulb went off.
Yeah, and on that note as well too. During our conversation, even before the actual leading up to the interview, I actually asked you a question like that as well.
Yeah.
Like so now how I am on the radar, you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
know I'm pushing my Empress, men in I designs. But then to hear you actually say about the youths and being I don't want to say role model, cause I'm ain't a role model, because
But you'll be
everyone-
surprised.
but
Surprise.
I appreciate that, you
Yeah.
know. I appreciate that, and all guys were talking about like walking in my light right now. Where appreciating all these things where I'm gonna just do it.
Right.
So if a youth is a youth out there and like, they're trying to seek that inspiration and they probably look at Sage and say, oh, Sage pushing. You know what I mean?
You never
That
know who's
inspiring.
looking,
Yeah,
people
then
looking up
all
to
well,
you. People looking up to you right now.
I definitely, yeah. So I appreciate that,
Yeah, definitely. I mean, one of the things that we wanted to make sure is that not just the people that are on the radar, because those people are already getting a lot of shine,
Definitely.
and we're not taking that away from
the
them.
ground.
But there's people like you who is constantly grinding every day.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Grinding every day, and
Definitely.
people not seeing it or may not be aware of it.
Definitely.
So our job is to make sure that it's out there, that persons know, and hopefully not just persons that need to learn, but persons that could say, I could reach out and help.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's what we need. We need more hands clapping so we could all rise up, right?
Definitely,
Strength in
because-
numbers, Golden State.
Okay, even going back to the when you talk about challenge, even within like if you want to say in the team or so forth, is I think like even for me, if I get more creative individuals around, even not saying artists, but okay, we usually reach out to Blake. You know what I mean? And Blake is a busy man, and Blake cannot do all the work. You
Yeah.
know, in the
He's a Superman. I don't know
yeah,
how he
yeah.
does
They
it.
got to clone
so
Blake.
then,
We have to clone Blake.
you need to
Blake, you cannot
build
clone.
more videographers.
Yeah.
I see a large stream photographers and a lot of photographers out there.
Yeah.
So but like these things we could help the industry as well, help us as artists and
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I think we have to figure out how to come together as a group
to
with all
integrate
these
that into
different
the school system some
creatives.
way.
And even if we just, go to the minister and say, look, we want a day each month where we could come in and have the kids, because sometimes it's not until you try something, that might be of interest. And, kids gravitate towards the things that they would like. And and then it develops into something big.
Yeah,
a
we do that.
career.
We do that at Rotaract.
At Rotaract,
actually, we have the
right.
career expo for the St. George's kids, but that's like one day
Right,
in a whole
and-
year.
right,
I think
right.
it should be something every month.
And I think bringing it to the public schools,
Bring it to the
because
public
there's a lot
schools
of
as well.
parents who may not be able to afford to expose their kids to these things. But, being able to attend an expo and knowing that there's some kind of support there may save a child.
May save a child.
Also, like, that's the whole, if you want to see the motive as well, too, for we just doing all this as well, too, that, like,
To inspire.
actually showing, like,
inspire.
the power of the mind as well, too, like,
Yeah.
because when you're out there, as Key mentioned there, and you're depressed and all these things, you know what I mean, you need things to lift you up as well.
Right.
And you need activities as well to know that, like, okay, school failed me. Let me not say school failed me, but I went through the academic system there. I wasn't successful, and it seemed, and how it is actually, everybody can be successful at the academic system.
I'm with
so
you.
then, they definitely really need to make room for kids, if you want to say, want to learn a trade and so forth.
Right.
Yeah, because the children, every time I go into a primary school and I look at the little
everybody
kids.
can do nothing. You know what I mean? Like, come
Right.
on, that's
and,
weak.
And
you
in
know?
order for us to have a
And
balanced
society,
we
yeah, would
need,
label
we
you a
need,
failure.
Come
you
on,
know.
yeah, definitely.
The doctors ain't gonna clean their own yard.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So we need everyone to be a part so that the society could succeed.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm telling you, this is some hot discussion. I'm loving it. But it's 3:45 in the Virgin Islands, and guess what that means? Time for us to take another break. We have one more 15-minute set coming up, and we'll be back with Black Sage Management. I think next up we have Mr. Devious over
Mr.
there.
Devious in the building.
I don't know, but I'm looking at his face, seeing that if that name goes with that face. This is BBI Chick and Trav P. We're going to
Trav
take
P
a
in the
break.
building.
We'll be right back.
Pulse VI.
We're back, guys. Pulse VI 90.9 FM. We're with Sage Smith and his team,
Black Sage.
Black Sage Management, and some of his artists. Stepping
Definitely,
into the
definitely.
mic right now is Mr. Devious.
Mr. Devious in the
Yes,
building.
Tell us what Mr. Devious is all about.
Well, so right now I kind of go by my first name, Jalan.
Okay.
Devious is the name that stuck with me, you know,
Okay.
from high school.
Okay.
Long story though, but long story short, had the opportunity to go to a studio. Did a song. I did a freestyle that got released as a song,
Okay.
and they wanted me to come up with a name. And somebody in the studio go, put Devious until we come up with a name.
Okay.
And then
it
I'm
just stuck.
driving to school in the school bus, and I heard the song being released with the name Mr. Devious, and then it just stuck.
And it just stuck.
Yeah.
Okay. You gonna bust something for us?
Anytime you're ready.
We ready. The mic is yours.
Did
Definitely.
you have a favorite? I just spit something.
Definitely. Anything gonna bless the people. Anything.
All right. It must be this melanin that got me feeling like a villain. Like I was born a felon. Anytime the cops meet, I don't wanna know what I'm selling and what I'm involved in. Maybe it's the color of my skin or the color of my eyes. What you despise, no matter how hard me I try, bona get high, me still can't rise. Maybe it's how me skin dark, it affect the way me talk, the way me dress and walk. Blame it on the melanin. You label me a thug in a crowd. The melanin in me, that's why me talk loud. I'm noisy, I'm rowdy. You may not like me, but just know that I'm black and I'm proud. This melanin in me, yep, it got me convinced that I am an African prince, descendant of an African king. So I like the finer things in life. What is rightfully mine? This melanin in me is why I just can't be free and have the opportunity to be all I wanna be. Help my community share love and unity. What's the difference between you and me? Except this melanin.
Whoa, that's,
Feel the pulse,
I'm
feel the
telling you,
Devious,
that is deep.
Devious.
That was
Deep,
different.
deep,
I
deep.
feel it now and there. I feel it now
mean,
and there.
When I hear that, when I hear the lyrics, it's like part of you.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're speaking from like your day to day.
Yeah, so we do, so what we do is rebel music.
Okay.
Rebel
As
music.
far as it goes with me and my present state right now. Before, I know it used to be different. So before,
Okay.
when they call me Devious, You know, it used to
Real
be more,
devious things.
Used to be more
Yeah.
like very hardcore.
Yeah,
You know?
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
And then had a lot of stuff happen. I had to move here.
Okay.
Then I decided to stop doing
Move
music.
here from where?
From St. Vincent. So.
Okay.
So me and this
Okay.
dude
The
actually-
Vinci
we
Posse.
went-
Hey, before anything
went to
happy,
the same
independence to St. Vincent and the
Happy
Grenadines.
independence
Yeah,
to
yeah,
my
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely
Yes.
39
We went to the same
years.
school, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So
I-
that's some history there.
Yeah, definitely.
Some long
Yeah,
history.
he be killing lunch breaks and thing too.
Okay.
Yeah, they be drumming and
Back
I
then,
don't know
we
if
used
it's
to move with the cool guys.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So me and him more became tighter when I moved there though.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool,
definitely.
But then through him though, I got back into music.
Okay.
I like a lot of people always ask how come almost every song I mention Black Sage. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
And it's just because like this is one of the people who supported me.
Believed in you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He be cursing me out, man. Like, dude, we have to do this. You need to write this. You need to get in the
Right.
studio. You need to do
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
You need to do that. 'Cause
So you
I'm
have a
really
full
laid back.
mixtape out right now? A full
No,
mixtape?
we kind of did a mixtape, and
Okay.
then I came and walked
Okay.
with it, stole the
Oh,
mixtape.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then,
So you're in the
Everything.
studio right
now we're
now?
in the studio now, and what's
Okay.
crazy is that we haven't even done anything yet that was on the previous tape. So since Alma, it's been like a
It's
lot
just
of
a
new.
whole new experience and wow.
Yeah.
I told you I
Energy.
talk too
So,
much.
so when we expect that to drop? That's okay.
Simple.
It's all good. When we expect it to drop?
I'm not sure. It's for right now. We're just gonna be recording,
Okay.
getting more material, and at some point we'll say, all right, let's release this
Okay.
set. I don't know how much songs. I
Okay.
have,
Any
you know.
upcoming performances that we need to know about? Like where you're gonna be? Anything coming up in the next
Right
couple of
now,
months?
I don't have anything planned. I think
Okay.
the last place I was with Hemfest.
Oh, okay.
ILL Mindz were at Hemfest
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Get
that was
high.
good at Foxy's.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm looking forward to doing more performances.
I was gonna ask, how do you like that the drive that you get and the energy with live performances?
So I'm a live artist though. I don't like.
I could see you
I don't
here
like
over
being
here
in the
rocking
studio.
and going and
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like being in the studio though. Like me, I'm more. I like freestyling.
Okay.
But I definitely like live music. I like
could
to feel
imagine.
the energy from
Yeah.
the crowd
Yeah.
and feed off that energy, and then
Okay.
yeah,
Well, we can't wait to see what else to come.
yeah.
I
Man.
had a question. Sage was just saying that the music back then, your music back then was more devious, and now I think you sound like you're more coming into a conscious state. Let's talk about the growth of the music, because I think every artist has this period where they go through. I think I went through it. All the raps was a little, and then I had to take a little break and come back and really say, okay,
Rediscover yourself.
rediscover
Yeah.
yourself. So,
Yeah.
what would your rediscovering process like? What would you say? How would you say?
It's crazy because before I moved here, my music was really hardcore,
Hardcore rap.
right? Some of it might be considered positive, but depending on who you're speaking to, I still have a lot of music that might be against the police. You know what I mean?
Was that all based on your experience, or what drove that?
It wasn't really
hardcore?
my experience though, but I guess the people around me, that's
Okay.
what they were into.
Okay.
And it kind of came off when I wrote.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
But then, like, meeting with Sage and then hanging out with Sage and Noradine, and
Dean.
you know, like anytime we meet up, we always end up having some real serious conversations. And like Maximilian, you know what I mean? And
Maximilian.
just being around different people and discussing like a lot of political stuff.
Okay.
It's just slowly changed my music, man. Changed the way I write.
Wow.
Yeah, so slowly I start writing more political stuff.
Okay.
You know, most of my music right now is really, really political. Though.
Okay. No, nothing wrong with that. You
Nothing
know,
wrong with that.
it's a message, like Sage says.
The
Yeah.
message is
It's
all
all the
about the
message.
message. It's all about
Yeah,
That's the
man.
mission
message
right
is
now.
powerful.
Yeah, definitely. That's the mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Devious has given us some of his beats. I know. Are we gonna get anything from you finally, Mr. ILL Mindz over there?
Surprise, man.
It's a surprise. You can't let everything out the bag.
Okay,
Look,
but tell us about
Yeah, but-
a little bit about your music. You know, like what's different about it, what's new about it, what's fresh
Well,
about it.
Our music is like passionate, soulful music, you know?
Okay.
Like, and it's life, it's reality. We do whatever, ain't nothing make up. It's whatever whatever we experience in life,
Okay.
we express it to the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many mixtapes you guys have? Yeah.
Well, we only
in
have
your-
one mixtape,
out.
yeah,
Okay.
Illegal Intent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could find it on SoundCloud,
what's the link for the SoundCloud?
ILL
SoundCloud
Mindz
/
Music Group.
ILL Mindz Music
Yeah.
Group.
ILL Mindz
Easy.
Music Group, yeah.
And yours is?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for now, I have all of that, but I suck at social media big time.
Well, that's
get hip
okay. Your
to it.
management team will take you to that
if you want
level,
to check me
right?
out, like go on
Management team.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Jill on Manson Shop, which is my personal page, but I don't care,
Okay.
I'll add you.
Okay.
Then you have Jill on, aka Mr. Devious Shot.
Okay.
And that's a page that I think Sage probably does more on that page. So
Okay.
that's my band page.
Okay.
And that's, you see when you ask him, like what's the most difficult part? And
Yeah.
I feel it's
The
me.
challenge.
Then you know you asking me for Instagram this and all. Dude, I'll get them
It's
to
a
you, you know?
process.
But, yeah, man.
It's a process. It's a
It's a
process.
process, but it's so important in growing because I'm telling you, with the young
Yeah,
people
yeah.
today, social media is where it's at. So we all have, don't worry, I'm still learning. We all still have to learn it, right? Just tap into a young person.
Yeah, man.
Maybe we need to find a young person. I'm telling you, they'll take it and figure it out in a minute.
Sure.
In a minute.
I think it changed though. All right, so like when I started doing music, I started performing when I was really young,
Okay.
like maybe 6, 7.
Wow.
Right? And then I started writing when I was 10. Right?
You start early.
And then
Very early.
yeah, but it was different though. It was more, you get to go to shows. Like, I've opened up for a lot of people. You know what I mean? I think like
Drop
a
some
few
names.
times, I've opened for who? Lexus before,
Okay.
Sean Paul,
Okay.
Vegas, Mr.
Wow.
Vegas.
Okay.
So, Buju, I guess.
Wow.
But back then it was different. Back then you show up, you perform, and your name was spread there, you know what I mean? And that's what, I was really into that, into where it was just showing up, doing a freestyle, doing a this, you know what I mean? But now it just changed
It
to where
changed.
social media
Yeah.
and,
Everything is on a phone
yeah,
now.
so that kind of hit me
Yeah,
off
the
guard,
game
you know?
changed.
It's
Game
a process. Yeah.
Game really changed right now.
Okay.
Say.
But you definitely, I mean, the game change, correct? You know what I mean. So if you really want to reach the masses, you really gotta know where they're listening at, and you know what I mean. Like
Right.
After
nobody,
that-
I mean, there's few people really popping in CDs like that right now. So you know,
CDs is
you know,
over. Everybody
yeah,
streaming
streaming and
nowadays,
everything. So
streaming.
like,
Yeah.
if you really want your music to really reach the masses and really build a network and audience, you gotta dig into that a little bit at least.
Okay.
Because every part of the if you want to see the art form is important, you know. Running out on stage as well is a key part, because when you're going to meet the as they say, the energy of the people and everything, now you got to be able to, you know what I mean, deliver, you know. So
Yes.
every aspect of it is important,
Okay.
you know. Yeah.
So, go ahead.
I have another question. Like, what advice would you give to somebody that, let's say, thinking about starting up their own management group dealing with artists? What advice would you give them? Like 2 tips, 3 tips.
2.
Okay. 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't say 2, but 3. You know, we say 3.
Okay.
You know,
Wait,
3 is
give us
divine.
3 then.
Okay. Well, I'm really thinking now. Anyway, I mean, you have to love it too, you know.
The passion.
Yeah, you gotta love it,
Passion.
like, because
Passion is important.
you know. I mean.
And I can see that you're really passionate about
Yeah,
it, because
yeah.
every day I see you on social media. Well, I don't mean
Yeah.
on social media like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I always see you pushing artists. I was pushing ILL Mindz,
Yeah.
pushing Mr. Devious, pushing Max.
That's a lot. That's more
That's how you post
socialize.
up.
Yeah.
That's the more socializing I will do as well too. You know. That's why I say I'm trying to get better as that.
Okay.
At that.
And you have 2 minutes
Yeah.
to tell the listening audience where we could find Black Sage Management, where we could get ILL Mindz music. where we
problem,
could
no
get Mr.
problem.
DBS, how they could contact you.
Definitely.
Let them know.
Yeah, well, everyone out there, you could if you want to get in contact with even Black Sage Management, which you could get all the artists linked from there as well too. You can check me out on Facebook, Black Sage Management. You know, you could check out Mr. Devious Music also on Facebook. We have SoundCloud links, ILL Mindz Music Group. You could check them out. They're heavy on Facebook as well too, ILL Mindz Music. And once you type in ILL Mindz Music, you're gonna get everything there, all the videos, everything. You're gonna definitely get on all platforms, YouTube, whatever. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So there you have it, guys. You know how to find him. Any phone numbers you want to drop or anything? Or
Okay, well, I didn't want to drop it out there like that, you know. But
Hey, you're in the
you know,
business.
but what
Yeah,
I'm
say,
saying,
check the Facebook.
yeah, but
Check the
that's
Facebook.
nothing, you know. We're gonna jump over the hurdle right now, right? We're with the local provider, CCT.
Yeah.
Give us a little link. Yeah, we're plugging you out right now, 442-5871.
That's
You
the
reach
number to
Sage,
them.
yeah, definitely.
Sage has
def-
all the artists.
Yes, definitely. But before I leave though, right? I wanna big up all the artists as well too out there who grinding hard. Everybody in the culture, if you want to say that. You know, the man's in the culture right now, grinding hard right now. You know, reach out to us. You know, we need videographers, everything. You know what I'm saying? I also want to big up the rest of the rest of the team. You know, ILL Mindz, Mr. Devious, Maximili, Dean, Capable. You know, Men in Eye Designs. Also, we have a welding company.
I saw
helping
that.
and restoring and rebuilding the BVI.
I'm going to talk to you about that.
Yeah, that's
offline.
SNL welding as well too. So we definitely walking, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
So we want everyone to know that you could definitely, with your mind, you could definitely do powerful things, you know. Ain't no limit, you know. That's great. You know, you love it, you want to do it. That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
Passion.
we thank you guys for coming out today. Hopefully, we'll have you guys back. Thanks for dropping some lyrics, Mr. Devious. We love
I
it.
feeling that waiting for to head on.
Yeah, you guys keep doing what you're doing. You know, we wish you much success. Guys, you've been listening to Pulse VI, BVI Check.
Trev P in the building.
We thank you for joining us. Hit us up on all our social media platforms, pulsevi.wpe@gmail.com is our email. And we hope to see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy next week.
We be the heart of the VA. Feel the pulse and you will see why. Where I from, we do it B.I.G. On each other we could rely. Feel the pulse of the VA. Listen close and you will see why. The information will set you free. Stand together, never divide. Pulse VI.